Hello and welcome to the news of the week here at the Business Watch. This podcast is a roundup of all the biggest news from the world of business in India. I am Swaraj Dhanjal, your host for the show. Here are the top news of the week. India releases weak manufacturing output and trade data. Infosys begins hunt for the next CEO. Maruti recalls more than 1 lakh cars for faulty fuel filler neck. Fitch affirms India's long-term rating at BBB- with a stable outlook. The biggest news of the week was the release of the manufacturing output data, the Index of Industrial Production, or IIP for short. Data showed that industrial production shrank by 1.9% in the month of February as compared to February last year. IIP had shown an expansion of 0.8% in January. Although the components of IIP like mining and electricity generation grew by 1.4% and 11.5%, the manufacturing sector, which holds more weightage, contracted by 3.7%. This was the sixth month of contraction in our manufacturing output in the financial year 2014. Data for the last month of the year, March, is due next month. Bad news was further compounded by the trade data, which showed that exports in March fell by 3.15% to $29.6 billion, while imports declined 2.11% to $40.1 billion. The biggest decline in exports was seen in gems and jewelry, which saw exports decline by 22%. Decline in imports was contributed by a 17.3% decline in gold imports. In fact, for the whole year, gold imports declined by 40% overall to $33.5 billion. Infosys, India's second largest IT company, has begun the hunt for its next CEO. The current CEO and co founder, SD Shibulal, is looking to retire in January next year. It is expected that the next CEO will be a non founder, a first for the company. The company has not rejected the idea of an internal candidate for the role, and the nomination committee is looking for strong internal candidates too. The hunt for the next CEO is a crucial process for Infosys, which is in the middle of an overhaul after many quarters of disappointing results. Maruti Suzuki India is recalling 103,011 units of its popular models Ertiga, Swift, and Desire, which were manufactured between 12th November 2013 and 4th February 2014. The recall is to replace a faulty fuel filler neck. The company said that in the affected vehicles, there is a possibility of fuel smell, and in an extreme condition, there may also be some fuel leakage if filled up to the fuel cap. The recall is the company's largest to date. In February 2010, it had recalled 1 lakh units of its A Star model to replace a faulty fuel pump part. Fitch Ratings has said that it has affirmed India's long-term rating BBB- with a stable outlook. It cited higher economic growth than peers, a strong external position, and a projected pickup in inward investments after a new government is formed post the ongoing general elections. Fitch said that it expected India to grow at a 5-year average of 6.7% as compared to the average of 3.2% for its peers in the BBB category. It said that maintaining the fiscal deficit target of 4.8% was a crucial determinant for India maintaining its investment grade rating. It also said that sustained fiscal consolidation, new reforms, and low inflation could increase chances of a rating upgrade. We hope that the new government takes note of this. The Ranbaxy Sun Pharma merger deal is expected to be closed by the year end, said Daiichi, the current owners of Ranbaxy Laboratories. Daiichi had acquired a majority in Ranbaxy in 2008 for around 22,000 crores. It announced this week that it is selling its stake to Sun Pharma in a deal valued at $4 billion. This includes stocks worth of $3.2 billion and Ranbaxy's debt of around $800 million. The deal is expected to get the SEBI approval by June end. The merged entity will become the fifth largest specialty generics company in the world and the largest pharma company in India, the company said in a statement. In other major news of the week, the country's largest bank, the State Bank of India, planned to raise $750 million to $1 billion through overseas bond sales. Tata Motors reported an 18% decline in its global sales, including that of Jaguar Land Rover. Reliance Industries has told its customers that the new gas rate of $8.34 will be effective from the 1st of April. Data released by auto industry body SIAM showed that automobile sales fell by 6% in the financial year 2014. This was the first decline in a decade. Nokia has offered voluntary retirement scheme to its Chennai plant employees. That's all from the news of the week. Thank you for tuning in to our first podcast. We will be publishing more weekly and daily podcasts, so keep an eye out at this space.